Friends, my name is Ashwini Chandatri from Kikiwat Secondary School and Junior College, Saraswati Nagar, Nasik. So, today we are going to study the subject Secretarial Practice of 12th Commerce, and today's our topic is Correspondence with the Depositor. In the fifth lesson of this subject, we have learned about deposit, about its meaning, definitions, and the procedures or to issue or to accept the deposits from the public as well as to members. In this lesson, we are going to cover that how the secretary corresponds with the depositor. Okay, so let's start. So deposit, as we know, is a short-term source of finance of the company, and it is issued in order to satisfy the short-term working capital needs of the company. Cannot accept the deposit for a period less than 6 months or more than 36 months. So, the company is liable to pay the regular interest on the deposit at the fixed rate along with the principal amount on maturity. So, the company secretary has to conduct a correspondence with the depositor regarding acceptance of deposit, payment of deposit on deposit, interest on deposit, renewal of deposit, repayment of deposit, and so on. So, the secretary should be very cautious and careful while corresponding with the depositor of the company. Now, let's see what are the precautions to be taken by the secretary while corresponding with the depositor. First, the secretary should follow and ensure that the provisions related to the invitation, acceptance, renewal, the repayment of deposits are duly complied with by the company. While corresponding with the depositors, secretary should observe the legal provisions. Second, the courtesy. Polite replies are essential by writing a letters to the deposit. Rude words should be strictly avoided. Third, prompt response. The secretary should give a prompt replies to the queries and complaints of the depositor without any delay. Fourth, letter written to the depositor should be accurate and precise. Factual and correct information should be provided to them. Fifth, while writing a letter, the secretary has to maintain the goodwill of the company. That is, what the secretary is writing and to whom he is writing, it should consider the image of the company. By writing a letter to the depositor. 6. Letter should be written from depositor's point of view after taking into consideration the requirement of the deposit. That's why it is said that secretary should write a letter in you attitude. 7. Letter must be concise, that is short, brief, and to the point. Unnecessary and the irrelevant information should be avoided. 8. It is necessary to maintain the maximum secrecy as regards the secretarial correspondence with the depositor. So these were some of the precautions that the secretary needed to be taken while corresponding with the depositor. Now let's see what are the situations or the circumstances under which the secretary has to enter into the correspondence with the depositor. First, the secretary has to write a letter regarding thanking depositor for depositing the amount and showing the faith in the company. Second, letter is about intimation about the payment of interest through interest warrant or through the electronic payment of interest. Third letter is about informing the renewal of deposits. And the fourth letter is about informing depositor about the repayment of deposit on maturity. So these were the circumstances under which the secretary has to enter into correspondence with the depositor. So such kind of letters has to be written by the secretary to the depositor. I hope you would have liked my video. So keep watching my video and don't forget to share it. Thank you.